Alright, starting off with the eyes, going into the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot, and with a MAC, can't read, flat concealer brush, going to go in and put in a light base on the eyelids. Alright, to set the eyeshadow base, I'm going to go in with Melt Cosmetics Classic, and this is in I think this is in the Rust Shadow Stack. Taking a bit of this color, which is Classic, and just setting that base, just so that your colors are blendable when you layer them on top. All right, now let's get into this. I'm going to go ahead and go into the Melt Cosmetics Dark Matter Stack and go into Blur. Taking a Smith 247 blending brush, taking a bit of that and going into the crease, a little bit higher than the crease actually. And just outlining the shape. Can you hear that wind? The storm is coming. We are getting a deluge here in California. All right, after you set kind of the eye shape with Blur, I'm going to go into the Makeup by Mario Master Palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm going to go into the color Lula, which is kind of this taupe brown shade, in the same Smith 247 brush, and just go a little bit underneath the Blur color and blend that in. Slowly building up the color and darkening it. Next, I'm going to go into my Z palette. I'm going to grab Brown Script by MAC, which is kind of this light brown shade, and same brush, go ahead and darken the crease again over the two colors we just laid down. And this is going to bring a little bit more warmth to the eye. Right, next, to darken it up even further, I'm going to go into Anastasia Beverly Hills Hot Chocolate. Again, same Smith 247 brush, and then I'm going to go very specifically into the crease and just darken up the crease. Mainly focusing on the outer edge of the eye. Just to make sure the eyeshadows are all blended, I'm going to take this KTVE 36 brush and just, with no shadow on it, just go over the areas we laid down and just go ahead and blend that out. Alright, now for the fun part, I'm going to go ahead and take the new Stila liquid eyeshadow, and this one is in Smoldering Satin, and go ahead and lay that down onto the lid of the eye. See that? Wow. Alright, for liner, I'm going to go ahead with my Inglot number 77 gel liner, and oops, don't drop it. Take some Inglot Duraline and drop a couple of drops in there just to get it nice and moist again, or revitalized. That dropper works. Just go ahead and drop a couple of drops on there. then we're going to put some liner on the top of the lid, right close to the lash line. Ooh, there's a lot of fallout, but it's okay because we're going to do our face makeup last. We're going to move on to the lashes and finish up the top of the eyes. I'm going to go ahead and curl the lashes with my Shimura eyelash curler. For mascara, I'm using the Maybelline Big Shot Mascara, and go ahead and just put a couple of coats on the top. We're going to use falsies, but just to get some volume up into regular lashes. This company is really great. They're based in the Bay Area in San Francisco, California, and these are, again, the number 6 lashes in their Premier Lash line. For lash glue, I'm going to use the D-Up eyelash glue in Super Fit, and this is eyelash glue I picked up when I went to Japan quite recently for business. And if you want to check out the drugstore haul that I filmed while I was in Japan, they've got a lot of cool makeup and beauty products that you can't get in the United States, so I filmed a little bit of a drugstore haul on my channel, so I'll link that down below. We're going to go ahead and paint some eyelash glue on the lashes. Okay, when you work with glitter, there tends to be a lot of fallout that happens. I'm going to just take a makeup wipe and then go ahead and wipe some of the fallout from the eye makeup away. You're not going to get it completely gone, but most of it anyway. Let's move on to primer, and I'm going to go ahead and use my Tarte Clean Slate Timeless Primer, which is awesome. I use this pretty much every day, and we'll go ahead and go and just pat into the places where you tend to get oily, which is usually my forehead and between the eyebrows here, and just over the forehead, down the nose. And I just go with my fingers to smooth it out on the face. For foundation, I'm going to go ahead and use a L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow in 209. I've been loving this foundation. It's got great coverage, but it's still kind of glowy. And go ahead and use that. And instead of using my beauty blender, I'm going to go ahead and use a makeup brush. I used this the other day, and it just looks really, really great, kind of flawless looking. I think this is for a heavier application too. I'm going to go ahead and use the Makeup Forever Straight and Wavy 112 brush and go ahead and place the foundation on the skin, just patting it in. For concealer, I'm going to use a NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer, and this is in Custard, and go ahead and put that underneath the eyes. Putting that right up against the nose, sweeping that in and across. And then go ahead and take that same brush and go ahead and pat that in. I don't know, using the brush just gives a very kind of airbrushed looking consistency, which I'm digging that. I do love my beauty blender, but this is kind of a cool alternative. So to set the concealer, I'm going to go ahead and use a Laura Mercier translucent powder, taking a matte, oh no, actually Sigma tapered highlighter brush in F35, and go ahead and lay down the powder right where we put the concealer. I'm gonna go right in my cheekbone right here. No, we didn't put any bronzer yet, but I'm just gonna go ahead and set that line right there. For bronzing up the face, I'm gonna go ahead and use a Bobbi Brown foundation stick in Almond. And then I'm going to go ahead and use this Airy brush, little foundation brush that I got from Japan. I forgot to put it in my video. Actually, I bought this one too. And go ahead and blend out the bronzer contour. Try not to get your hair. I feel like I'm using toothbrush on my head. With a fluffy brush, go ahead and just dust off that translucent powder that you set down on your face and blend it in. For some extra bronzy glow, I'm going to go ahead and use the Benefit Hoola bronzer and take a little bit of this in my Real Techniques brush. Go back over where we put that foundation stick. Right along the hairline, the hollows of the cheeks, and then down the jawline. Alright guys, now that we've put the face on, let's finish up the eyes. And we're gonna smoke out the lower lash line a little bit. And we're gonna go back into some of the same colors that we did on top of the eye. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my brush. This is my MAC 228 brush. It's a little rounded shading brush and it's perfect for underneath the eyes. And so I'm going to go back into Blur from the Melt Stack and go underneath the eye here just to set that kind of gradient that we set down before. Line right along the lower lash line. Going back into my Z palette and hitting that with Brown Script by MAC. And just going right into the lower lash line there. And then darkening it up even further with Hot Chocolate by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Right on the outer corner, not going all the way into the inner tear duct of the eye, but just keeping that darker brown color on the outer edge. Alright, let's hit that lower lash line with some mascara. Again, this is the Maybelline new Big Shot. Is it Big Shot? Yeah. This mascara is perfect for the lower lash line, this Maybelline Big Shot mascara. It's really nice. Ooh. My lower lash line, or lower lashes, don't usually pop. You can barely see them, but this one really helps. Alright, for a highlight, to go with our gold theme here, I'm going to use Laura Geller's Gilded Honey. Just take a little bit on my finger and just plop a little bit on the tip of the nose, just down the bridge of the nose. And I'm going to take my Bobbi Brown blending brush. I think this is the eye blender brush. Take a little bit of that highlight and just do a very kind of top of the cheekbone right here. The top of the eyebrow, kind of go down and around. For lips, I'm going to go with a neutral lip, and I'm going to go ahead and line lips with MAC Stripdown. After you line the lips, I'm going to go ahead and use a Kylie gloss, and this is in Literally, a nice neutral gloss. And that matches MAC Strip Down so well. Well guys, that's a makeup look right here. It is a bronzy, glittery makeup look using some new products. The Stila liquid eyeshadow, which I've been dying to try. They've come in a number of different colors. The one I used today was Smoldering Satin, and the new Maybelline Colossal Big Shot Mascara. Both are really, really great to use. So hopefully you like this makeup tutorial. Give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you again next time. For foundation, I'm going to